Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm France Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today I'm going to show you how to use the photopolymer stamp set and change the shape. Like if you see here the happy birthday, it's curvy. Instead of straight, it's curvy. So I'm going to show you how to do this. I did this one here and I had to redo. You see my happy birthday, it's upside down. So I just turned this. What I pre-done, this is watercolor paper. And I took my watercolor paper, used my aqua painter. The aqua painter, if you're wondering how it worked, you just open that, put your water there in the barrel. Squeeze the water and wet your paper a little bit. Now I use Smoky Slate, that it's right here. I use Smoky Slate and I did a wash. And it's no right and wrong on the wash. I just wash a little bit. And then I use my soft suede, that it's someplace around here because I've been working right here. Here we go. And that you can squeeze the cover, open it up, and you're going to have the ink right in your cover. And then I added some of the soft suede. It almost looked like gold and silver that I get on this paper. So after you get your wash, you're going to have to let that dry completely. Now, after doing my mistake there, I decided to change my colors on the stamping of the animal. So what we're going to do, and I like to have my foam. This is the paper piercer. I cut it in 4, so I get small piece like that when I do class, so everybody get one in front of them, so we don't have to wait for that. So I got the funny animal there, and we're going to use Early Espresso. And we're going to stamp this. Make sure you get plenty of ink. Okay, we're going to stamp this. Oops, I think my Lamo didn't have enough on there. Here we go. Do a good impression on that. Leave that here. Don't remove it. Now take the greeting or whatever you want, and we're going to put it the shape that we want. One thing though, if it's a very long greeting, you can do little snip in between your letters. It's going to help of when you curve, but make sure you don't cut the letter itself. I want that right in the center of his hoof or his toupee or whatever it's called. And I put that down the way that I want. So the greeting, the stamping part face down. That's the way we're going to do it. I think I can have it a little bit higher. And then I curve it. So, oops, just press it down a bit. It's going to stick there. Then take another block and press it hard enough and remove it, and you get the shape that you want. So now I'm going to remove this. Voila. Now I'm going to use Memento ink. Usually, StazOn usually that I would use with watercolor. But I'm not a fan of using StazOn with my photopolymer. It is okay, but I have to wash it very good. And so we're going to use Memento ink. So that's why you wanted to let it dry very good. Now I got my Memento ink in the black. Now I can take my happy birthday, put it where I had it lined up for. Hold it there good so I get a good impression. Voila! See, I got my happy birthday there. So now I'm going to take from the earth here. And put that right in the pig. Voila! So now I got my curvy writing. Now, I think that the black, it's not quite enough. It's kind of too, it's blending almost too much. We got a tough time seeing it. So I'm going to try something new in front of you. I want to change the shape of it. So I'm going to be careful to wash it. Very gentle here because I don't want to change the shape. I need the same shape. I'm going to use, let me find a green. A green or a yellow? What should I take? Let me get a Mossy Meadow. So now we're going to take Mossy Meadow. And that's what's the beauty of photopolymer, because we can see right through it. So let's try this and just offset it a little bit. You know what? I'm going to have to move it a little bit because the camera I couldn't see. So we're going to just offset it a tiny little bit. Here we go. So now I get the happy birthday that show much, much better. So now to finish my card, I pre-done crumb cake, just cut in two. So it is 5.5 by 8.5, fold in half. And the next piece, it is 5 by 3 3/4. Oops. Need to check this good. Here we go. Oops, got dirty there. Is it going to show? Nah. And then voila, my friend. So now you get your greeting curvy. Hope you learned something new. Till next time, happy stamping, my friends.